We were looking into the document capabilities of WebFOCUS, being able to use the portal to access nice functionality, nice content, nice document. But we also saw that WebFOCUS is a great tool to build new content. It's a great way, an easy way to build content without having any stiff learning curve. So it's quite easy to create content, and that's just true for portals as well. We already looked into our portals. We already know there's a bunch of elements. So if I want to keep that element, I can easily just do a PDF snapshot here, which is going to create me a PDF representation of what I see on the screen. But as we saw in our documents, very often having just a snapshot is not what we need. Like looking in here, having a report with two charts, that's kind of dashboard-likey. But for the export format, I also want to have a more intense list of elements. But still, I want that to be interactive. So I can in here filter on my age groups, for example, or I could filter on the merchant code. So we're going to go for a certain merchant code. So take all the ones that are automotive related here. So let's go for that one. Let's go for the rent car. So submit those elements, and we're going to get our new document, which is slightly different from what we had before. So we see we have even if we have the more older age ranges here spending money for those transactions, and even the table, of course, changed because that one is way smaller. So we got that interactive document. If you move back to all the merchant codes, we get more information in here. So it's a quite long list. So there's nothing I want to display on a portal. So I want to have different versions of that document, one for the online use, one for the portal use. So I can now build my own documents, which is quite easy, which we already did in here, but how did we get there? So, of course, I can go to my report tab in the Fintoso portal, work with my content in here, or I can go to the full WebFOCUS homepage, getting slightly more capabilities. And being a report design person, I can now start to build my own content. So, like any good TV chef, I already prepared a few things. So looking into elements, the elements we saw on the page, so those are my elements. So there's my chart, my ring chart that shows my transaction amount per card type. Moving back to the home page, I created two more, one more chart, one more table. So I got those elements. Look into that one. So all those elements have a bunch of filters. So quite nice. So of course, I could use those pre-built elements right in now, move one level up, and I can create a new portal page here. So I can assemble a new dashboard for online use. So let's take that sample grid here. So it's quite nice in here. So let's go for that one. So we're going to go to the elements folder. We're going to put the detailed transaction in here, the transaction by age in here, the card type over here. So quite easy to build and reuse what we have on the screen. So actually might want to change it, might want to keep it, looks good. Let's stay with that one. Of course, remember we had those filters. So we might want to add those filters to the page as well. So now we got our page here. Let's save that page in here. So let's save it. We're going to put it into the same folder. So that's my new transaction portal. So use that one. And having that built, I can now easily and quickly go back to my portal. There's my portal section. I can add that one as my new portal page in here. So go page, hit the plus. I could create a new page in here, or I just can link the existing page in here. So I put that one under content. I put it under elements, and there's my document folder, and in there's my new transaction portal. So let's add that one as my private and personal page. And building a document is quite as easy. So again, we can go back to our homepage. So let's go back to the WebFOCUS homepage. And building a document is about the same of complexity. So I'm composing a new document. And having a document, I have quite some different requirements. So I want that page to be a landscape. I might want to change the paper format to the European A4 format. Having those elements in here, of course, getting some more space. I could hide certain elements in here. I could also go to the element folders, and there are my elements. So again, I'm going to put the transactions onto my first page, move it around a little bit. I got my little placeholder in here, so I've got some space on the right-hand side. So let's drag and drop the second element, so put them side by side. Actually, I personally like to get some logos, so we're going to go some levels up. So in the folder, we got images in here, and there's my logo. So we're going to go for that logo. So we're going to put my Fintoro logo onto the page. We might want to resize it because it's quite large otherwise. Put it in here. So I've got my overview page. I want to add a second page in here. So that's my overview page. So let me rename that one to be overview. Let's add a new page in here. So that new page, again, is going to be the details. So let's rename it to be details. So in here, I want to go one level up. So to go to content again, go to the elements, go to document, go to my elements folder. And there was that detailed transaction table kind of thing. So I moved that one to the page. Again, there's the placeholder, move it around. Let's resize it so it knows where to put that little element. I could decide not to have or have a logo on that page. So actually, let's go and add the logo again on that page. So go to the images folder, add my logo. On the detail page, I want to have the logo on the other side. Move it around over here. So let's resize a little bit. My screen is quite small. Again, if it's too small, I could easily hide the elements on the left-hand side. So it's going to be easier to work with, getting some more space over here, move it to where I want it. So let's get back to my settings. Straightforward, easy to work with. And I got my PDF document. I can save that document now. So I'm going to put it into the same folder. So that's my PDF. Save that one. And I got my PDF document. Straightforward. There's my PDF document, my PDF, easy to use, easy to work with. And of course, if I want to add that document to my portal page, let's go for that one and add it quite easily. So having another transaction portal page, I can now select here my visualization. So we're going to go for a basic page. Let's go for a blank page now, because the only thing I want to add is my PDF, which is going to be right in here. So there's my new PDF. I can max that element in here, so I was going to get the max size. And again, like the portal, the interactive portal, it detected all the parameters. So I can add all that parameters to my screen. So I'm going to be able to use that PDF document for further usage. Okay, let's save that one. So we're going to put it into the same folder. So it's going to be my transaction PDF. Save it in here. And now I created my new interactive PDF document. And again, like adding the transaction portal, I can easily add that one to my portal, having the capability of using a PDF document that is really prepared for printing with logos and a different type of document orientation. So go to the folders, go to content, go to the elements page, go to the document folder. There we put the transaction PDF. So let's select that one. And now we got a second element in here. So we got our interactive document, which is built to be used on a portal page. So it's going to resize depending on my screen resolution. And I got my PDF document page, which has the same flexibility. So again, in here, I can select my elements like we did in the online version. And I get an interactive PDF document that was created online easy to use, easy to work with. So let's get rid of those two because we only want to go for the automotive ones like we did before. And there we go. We got our PDF document created on the fly with logos, with whatever we want to have as a document. So, and now a great way to work with WebFOCUS.